Namaskar and a very good evening to everybody present here. Dear guests, please welcome with a big round of applause our chief guest today, the Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, Sri Taranjit Singh Sandhu. Welcome, sir. It is a matter of great honor that we have Sir amongst us today. We will now present a short video about ICCR and its contribution to the cultural and academic exchanges across the world.
What if a dance, a song, or even a simple gesture could connect hearts across continents? For over 7 decades, the Indian Council for Cultural Relations has been doing exactly that, bringing India closer to the world, and the world closer to India. April 9th marks a significant milestone in India's cultural journey. Founded in 1950, ICCR is India's premier institution for cultural diplomacy under the Ministry of External Affairs. A bridge between nations built through culture, education, and people-to-people connection. ICCR shares India's rich cultural heritage with the world through music, dance, art, yoga, languages, traditional knowledge, crafts, and cuisine. With help of 38 Indian cultural centers worldwide, along with 11 offices in India, Indian Council for Cultural Relations creates spaces where cultures come together to learn and grow. Through ICCR chairs across global universities, ICCR ensures that Indian knowledge and expertise travels across borders. From seminars and conferences to art exhibitions, art residencies, and Indian festivals, to sending Indian artists across the world. And welcoming international artists to India, ICCR brings cultures together through shared expression, connecting artists and common people. ICCR organizes festivals like Delhi International Jazz Festival, India International Folk Festival, International Dance and Music Festival, Ramayan Festival, BIMSTEC Traditional Music Festival, and the Indo-Latin America Cultural Festival, creating meaningful connections between people across cultures. Education remains at the heart of ICCR Indian Council of Cultural Relations, awarded more than 4,000 fully funded scholarships last year. Today, over 7,000 students from across the world study in 134 prestigious Indian institutions, not just as students, but as lifelong connections. Many of these international scholars, inspired by Indian culture, go on to become teachers and share that knowledge within their own countries. Many of them also become goodwill ambassadors of India, strengthening global ties and carrying India's spirit across the world. ICCR scholars who have become the voices of India have been awarded by ICCR Kala Sadhak Prize and ICCR Yuva Mitra Prize. ICCR connects future leaders and cultural ambassadors through initiatives like Gen Next Democracy Network, Buddha Bhumi Vandan Yatra, the Vishwa Yatra, and Vaishali Festival of Democracy. It also hosts more than 40 eminent, distinguished global visitors every year, fostering dialogue, understanding, and collaboration. As a symbol of friendship, Indian Council for Cultural Relations has gifted thousands of busts and statues of Indian icons across 160 countries. Honoring excellence through recognitions like the Bhat Mitra Samman, ICCR celebrates those who strengthen cultural connections. From International Day of Yoga, celebrated across 191 countries, to global participation in the largest gathering of humanity, the Mahakumbh Mela, and organizing cultural events at the G20 Summit, SCO Foreign Ministers Meeting, and Pravasi Bharatiya Divas, Indian Council for Cultural Relations carries India's message of harmony to the world. From global festivals to artistic collaborations, ICCR celebrates creativity beyond borders, where every performance tells a story, and every story builds a connection. Because true cultural exchange is not one way. It's a conversation where we share and we listen. ICCR spreads a timeless message. Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. The world is one family.
Thank you for your attention. To begin today's celebrations on an auspicious note, may I invite our distinguished chief guest, the Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, Sri Taranjit Singh Sandhu, to the stage for the lighting of the lamp. I also request our guest of honor, Professor Balaram Singh and Mrs. K. Nandini Singla, Director General of ICCR, to join the lamp lighting ceremony. Sirs, ma'ams, please. The lighting of the lamp signifies the dispelling of darkness and the illumination of knowledge. Values that lie at the heart of all cultural and intellectual pursuits. I thank the dignitaries for joining this ceremony. The Indian Council for Cultural Relations was established in the year 1950 and has been a cornerstone of India's cultural diplomacy. It continues to bring together scholars, artists, experts, and ideas from across the world. We have a series of programs, great cultural programs lined up for all of you to enjoy later. I now request the chief guest, the Honorable Governor, to kindly be seated on the stage. I also request our Director General. Ma'am, I request you to please felicitate our guest of honor, Professor Balaram Singh. I now request the Director General of ICCR to kindly felicitate our chief guest, the Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, Sri Taranjit Singh Sandhu. I also request ma'am to felicitate our guest of honor, Professor Balaram Singh. Thank you. Dear guests, I am Sakshi Yadav, your host for the evening. I am delighted to be here in this prestigious concert hall since I am myself an alumna of the University of Delhi, and I am currently pursuing my PhD at this very faculty. I am now working with ICCR, and I feel honored to return to this stage. We will start this evening's proceedings with a welcome address by the Director General of ICCR, Mrs. Nandini K. Singla. Mrs. K. Nandini Singla took over as the Director General of ICCR in November 2024, after serving as the Indian High Commissioner to Mauritius and Ambassador to Portugal. She has served in various capacities in Indian diplomatic missions in Paris, Dhaka, and Geneva, and also in the Ministry of External Affairs. I now invite the Director General to deliver her welcome address.
Thank you, Sakshi. Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, Sri Taranjit Singh Sandhu, Professor Balaram Singh, Dean of Colleges, University of Delhi, distinguished friends from the Diplomatic Corps, Deputy Director Generals and staff of ICCR, ICCR scholars and students, artists and friends of ICCR who are here this evening, Namaskar, good evening, very warm welcome. When I see all of you here today, I see ICCR's mission of building bridges between India and the world in action. I see 400 ICCR scholars from 50 to 40 foreign countries who are studying in India on ICCR scholarships here in this hall. I see ambassadors and diplomats from partner countries. I see the faculty of Delhi University, where more than 750 ICCR scholars are currently studying. Yes, that deserves a round of applause. I was just telling the Honorable Lieutenant Governor this. I see our very distinguished chief guest, the Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, who has advanced ICCR's bridge building mission during his long and illustrious diplomatic career, and who continues to do so in his new capacity as the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, in fact, through his august presence here this evening. Thank you, sir. I would therefore like to begin by warmly welcoming this extended ICCR family and thanking each one of you for making this occasion special with your presence. Bahut dhanyavad. "76 years ago, when ICCR was established by a newly independent India, ICCR was tasked to strengthen cultural relations and people-to-people ties between India and other countries, project Indian culture, and present India through Indian eyes to correct colonial-era misperceptions of India. As a young fledgling nation, this was the mandate given to my organization. 76 years later, when India stands as the world's largest democracy, the world's most populous country, the world's fifth largest economy, and an important voice for peace and equity in the world, I believe that ICCR has played its due role in forging India's unique place in the world. As an unbroken civilization with timeless values that advocate a world of peace, love, and brotherhood. As a country with unmatched cultural depth and diversity. As a people who are happy to share the art of living and the secret sauce to inner happiness with the world. Today, ICCR brings practically every aspect of Indian culture and heritage to people across the world through ICCR's 11 offices in India, 38 Indian cultural centers abroad, and more than 200 Indian embassies and consulates overseas. As you saw in the video, we do this through more than 200 teachers who teach Indian dance, music, languages, yoga in different countries. We do this by sponsoring, on an average, 2 Indian artists to perform abroad every day. and host on an average one foreign artist to perform in India. We do this by awarding Annapurna certificates to outstanding Indian restaurants that promote authentic Indian cuisine abroad. We organize more than 2,000 yoga events on the International Day of Yoga in more than 190 countries in the world. And so far, we have installed more than, busts of iconic Indian leaders in more than 160 countries in the world. And they serve as enduring reminders of India in these countries. Ladies and gentlemen, while ICCR carries this taste of India to foreign shores, it also invites foreigners to come and experience India firsthand. Every year, we grant more than 4,000 scholarships to foreign students to study in India. And at any point of time, we have more than 7,000 foreign students from over 100 countries studying in India in more than 130 reputed institutions. Some of them are here today. And when you see the Indian dances performed by some of these ICCR scholars in a few minutes, you will agree with me that they are the best possible ambassadors for India abroad. And I'm particularly delighted that we have two such distinguished ICCR alumni amidst us this evening. The High Commissioner of Sri Lanka to India, Her Excellency Mahishini Kolon, and the High Commissioner of Trinidad and Tobago to India, His Excellency Taranjit Singh. I thank you both for making ICCR proud, and I thank you for joining us today. Well, apart from young scholars, ICCR also invites a variety of eminent foreigners to visit and explore India firsthand. For instance, in recent times, we have hosted the current President of Sri Lanka, the former Foreign Minister of Nigeria, a Nobel laureate in chemistry from Denmark, a Hindi professor from Japan, and 272 young political leaders from 77 democratic countries in the world. As I speak, thank you. It's really one of our most fulfilling and meaningful outreach programs. And I'm delighted to share with you that one such visitor is actually amidst us today. He is a visitor under our academic visitors program, Mr. Ala Didi, an eminent art historian from Maldives. I thank you for joining us, and I hope you're having a great visit. Thank you, Mr. Didi. While we receive these eminent visitors, we also send Indian professors to foreign universities as ICCR India chairs. And they teach not just Indian history, philosophy, or Indian languages today, they teach engineering and AI, keeping in tune with India's evolving stature in the world. Going forward, ICCR plans to streamline and expand its cultural centers overseas. About a week ago, our new Swami Vivekananda Cultural Center was operationalized in Paris, and we have an absolutely exquisite exhibition on display there. If any of you diplomats is visiting Paris, I invite you to visit our center. We have also launched a new student visitors program where we will host visits of foreign students studying any aspect of India or Indian culture. And we are actively looking at partnerships. Partnerships with foreign governments, local entities, Indian diaspora organizations, universities, youth networks, and cultural institutions. Amongst the people present today in this August gathering, we have been working closely, for instance, with the Honorable Lieutenant Governor's Office and have organized 2 of ICCR's flagship international music and dance festivals at Bansera Park, a beautiful site which is reclaimed after the rejuvenation of the Yamuna River by the Delhi Development Authority, a very commendable ecological initiative. And going forward, sir, we would like to do more such collaborations with your office. And I take this opportunity to express ICCR's gratitude to you for the support we have received in co-organizing these big festivals. In fact, the latest one was only 3 months ago at Bansera Park, and we had a footfall of more than 20,000 people. So, I'm sure we can scale it up in the days ahead. 2 days ago, we also signed a MOU with our national broadcaster, Doordarshan, Prasar Bharati, to disseminate more widely ICCR's incredible cultural content. Because almost every day, one of our embassies or one of our cultural centers is doing a big cultural event. And these events are unique because you see Russians performing Odissi dance. You see Jordanians performing Indian musical pieces. And you see people from different parts of the world learning Indian art and culture and presenting it, and many times in fusion with Indians living in those countries. So we're looking forward to Doordarshan and Prasar Bharati carrying this to the homes of Indians so that Indians know how widely Indian culture is being represented and appreciated today. And we thank Mr. Satish Nambudaripad, the Director General of Doordarshan, for making this MOU possible. You would also be happy to know that given the subcontinental proportions of India's culture, the depth, the richness, the diversity, ICCR has been signing MOUs with Indian states. Today we have MOUs with 26 Indian states, and the most recent ones were with the states of Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, and the very first MOU with a union territory, Lakshadweep. And in keeping with our Honorable Prime Minister's call for reclaiming our pride in our cultural heritage and for melding technology and, well, tradition, ICCR's initiatives today focus on bringing India's millennia-old culture to millennials and Gen Z and beyond through youth engagement, digital collaboration, and innovation in creative industries. So I'm happy to tell you that ICCR is also upgrading its digital alumni network to seamlessly connect our global alumni of ICCR scholars, universities, Indian embassies, and Indian cultural centers to enable real-time conversations and more meaningful collaborations. Looking ahead, I believe that cultural diplomacy and ICCR's role will become more and more important, both for India and for the world. In a hyper-connected age where the world quite literally rests in the palm of our hands through our smartphones, we see a striking paradox: increasing isolation, increasing differences, and increasing conflicts. At such a critical juncture, I believe that ICCR's cultural diplomacy, promoting dialogue, diversity, and peaceful coexistence, are not just guiding values, but also practical and indispensable instruments towards bridging differences. Those of you who attended our ICCR Day last year at ICCR headquarters would recall the eloquent speech of our External Affairs Minister, Dr. S. Shankar, where he spoke of the ongoing political and economic rebalancing in the world, paving the way for cultural rebalancing. As India marches confidently towards Viksit Bharat and becomes more consequential in the world, I believe that an India that represents 1/6 of humanity, an India that has always exerted influence not through military conquests, but through its culture, through its ideas, through its values. An India that is confident, authentic, and committed in expressing its identity as a civilizational state will find its rightful place in the world. The vision behind establishing the Indian Council for Cultural Relations was very clear: to build lasting bonds between India and the world through culture and knowledge. More than 7 decades later, that vision remains profoundly relevant. On this occasion, ICCR recommits itself to leveraging India's soft power and civilizational heritage to build enduring bonds between India and the world. I take this opportunity to thank my wonderful team at ICCR for all their incredible hard work and outstanding dedication in fulfilling this lofty vision for ICCR. I thank the Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, Sri Taranjit Singh Sandhu, for encouraging us on this journey through his august presence here this evening. And I thank all of you for showing your solidarity and support by showing up. I'll end with a mantra, a Vedic mantra from the Rig Veda. Ano badra kratavo yantu vishvataha. Let noble thoughts come to us from all directions in the universe. Thank you. Namaskar. Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am. Our guest of honor today is Dr. Balaram Pani, the Dean of Colleges and the Principal of Bhaskar Acharya College of Applied Sciences, as well as the faculty in the Department of Chemistry, University of Delhi. Dr. Pani has over 20 years of research and teaching experience and has authored several books on environmental science, engineering, and chemistry. I now invite Dr. Balaram Pani to address the audience.
सबको नमस्कार. Good evening, everybody. Honorable Chief Guest, Sri Taranjit Singh Sandhu ji. I also welcome him. This is his first visit to Delhi University. Mrs. K. Nandini Singla ji, the Director General ICCR. Professor Niragni Mitra ji, Professor Anil Rai ji, Professor R. Rupam Kapoor ji, Professor Sanjay Roy ji, Professor Geeta Sahare ji, and my other colleagues from Delhi University, the different ambassadors and high commissioners of different countries, officers from ICCR, and my dear student friends. First of all, I congratulate the ICCR organizing team to have their 77th ICCR Foundation Day. Congratulations to them. And whenever you will talk about that is the cultural relation. Swami Vivekananda ji has already said that, means whenever you will have to educate somebody, then you will have to educate the nature, behavior, and character of that particular person, so that he will behave a good person and serve the world as a whole. So you will have to educate the character. That is the character means that character of every country, means each and every person has its own character. The similar way, all the countries, they are having their own character. And their character will reflect the culture. Means whenever you are doing some culture, means our country, that is the India, our culture is that, you will have to have said that, Vasundhaiva Kutumbakam. That is our culture, because you will conclude all those people from all over the world. We respect the mankind. So that is our culture. And whenever you will say that culture, it should be cultivated. It will not percolate from generation to generation. Your nature may be percolated from generation to generation, but your culture, you will have to cultivate. We have to cultivate our nature and character so that we will lead towards the Vasundhaiva Kutumbakam. And again, we are saying that everybody should be very happy, and they feel happy, and they make happy to the others also. This is our culture. And live yourself and let live others in a good atmosphere. That is our culture. Always remember your culture, because that your culture will reflect your own character. If you say that our culture, you just see, right now, yoga, it had been already all over the world, because that culture has added all the countries together. So that is the Vasundhaiva Kutumbakam. So this is our culture, and you have invited me, and I will not take much time, because I have already been instructed that to shut down your speech. And again I say, thank you, namaskar.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we are deeply honored to have the Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, Sri Taranjit Singh Sandhu, a distinguished former Indian diplomat, as our chief guest today. He studied at the Lawrence School in Sanavar, at St. Stephen's College in Delhi University, and at JNU in New Delhi. In his illustrious diplomatic career spanning 36 years, he has served in several important diplomatic assignments. He is one of India's most experienced diplomats on US affairs, having served 3 stints with distinction in the Indian Embassy in Washington, D.C., including as the Indian Ambassador to the United States. He has also done 2 postings in Sri Lanka, including as the Indian High Commissioner to Colombo. Sri Sandhu has also served as the Consul General in Frankfurt, Germany, Counselor in the Permanent Mission of India to the United Nations in New York, and also worked in our embassies in Ukraine and the former Soviet Union. He also served key roles in various capacities in the Ministry of External Affairs. He took over about a month ago as the 23rd Lieutenant Governor of Delhi. I now have the honor of inviting our chief guest, Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, Sri Taranjit Singh Sandhu, to address this gathering. Please, sir.
Director General ICCR, Srimati Nandini Singla, Dean of Colleges, Delhi University Professor Balaram Singh, distinguished ambassadors, high commissioners, and diplomats. I see many of my friends here, and of course, distinguished guests, good evening. It's a pleasure to join you on the occasion of ICCR Day at our own Delhi University. I thank DG ICCR, my friend Nandini, and her team for inviting me and for bringing together such a diverse of students, academics, members of the diplomatic community. This occasion not just provides an opportunity to reflect on the role of institutions like ICCR in India's international engagement, but also to reflect on the broader role that culture plays in shaping, how nations engage with each other. The ICCR was established in 1950, in the early years following India's independence. It was a time when India was shaping its identity. The idea was simple: to build an understanding through culture, to connect people across countries. Over the years, ICCR has carried this vision forward with consistency. In international relations, person-to-person connections often play a quiet but important role. They do not always generate immediate and visible outcomes, but they help to build comfort and trust over time. Today, ICCR stands as one of India's key instruments of cultural diplomacy. It has contributed significantly to how India is perceived across the world through our cultural outreach, educational exchange, and intellectual engagement. India's cultural engagement abroad is not static. It has evolved to reflect both heritage and modernity. This balance allows India to project a cultural identity that is rooted in tradition. Through these exchanges, ICCR has created spaces where India's diversity and intellectual strength is experienced and appreciated by global audiences. These interactions contribute to a broader exchange of ideas, which are increasingly important in a world where policy challenges are complex and interconnected. Taken together, these efforts contribute to what is often described as India's soft power. Soft power is not simply about influence in a narrow and immediate sense. It is reflected in how a country is understood, how it is perceived, and how open others are to engaging with it. For example, global awareness of India's cultural practices, such as yoga, has grown significantly over the years. The recognition of International Day of Yoga by the United Nations reflects the global connect of this tradition. Similarly, the global outreach of Indian cinema, literature, and diaspora success has contributed to shaping perceptions about India in different parts of the world. These elements do not operate in isolation. They collectively contribute to an environment in which India is better understood and more widely engaged with. It is reflected in how a country is understood, how it is perceived, and how open others are to engaging with it. From a foreign policy perspective, this has practical implications. We live in a world that is increasingly transactional, where relationships are often driven by immediate interests. In such a context, cultural and educational diplomacy provides depth. It creates continuity, it builds relationships that go beyond specific issues or short-term alignments. India today engages with multiple partners across different regions and issue areas. This approach is often described as multi-alignment, where India works with different countries and groupings based on converging interests in specific contexts. India's approach to international engagement reflects a balance between these dimensions. This allows India to maintain flexibility in its external relations while continuing to contribute to broader global outcomes. Looking ahead, there are several areas where ICCR can continue to evolve and expand. First, there is scope to further strengthen academic collaborations between Indian institutions and universities abroad. Such collaborations can support joint research, faculty exchanges, and knowledge sharing in areas of mutual interest. Second, there is increasing potential in leveraging digital platforms to expand the reach of cultural engagement. Digital media allows for wider dissemination of cultural content and can help connect with younger and more diverse audiences globally. Third, engagement with Global South remains an important priority. India's historical and developmental linkages with many countries in Asia, Africa, and Latin America provide a strong basis for continued cooperation through education and cultural exchanges. Fourth, there is growing relevance in integrating culture with contemporary sectors such as creative industries, tourism, and innovation ecosystems. These intersections can open new avenues for international collaboration. For students present here today, ICCR represents an opportunity to engage with the world in a meaningful way. Exposure to different cultures, perspectives, and ideas contributes not only to academic growth, but also to a broader understanding of global dynamics. For members of the diplomatic community, ICCR continues to serve as an important complement to traditional diplomacy. It creates spaces where engagement is less formal, but often more enduring. On this occasion of ICCR Day, I would like to commend the ICCR for its sustained contribution over the decades. Its work has enriched India's engagement with the world. It has strengthened the foundations of mutual understanding that is essential in today's global environment. I extend my best wishes for its continued success. Thank you very much.
So, we are grateful to you for your inspiring words and also for sparing your valuable time with us this evening despite your busy schedule. We understand that owing to your prior commitments, so sir, we have some really enthralling cultural performances, so I request the dignitaries to kindly be seated for the cultural performances.
Mike. दे रहा हूँ 12 है 12 भी ऑन कर देना एक और दे दो 5
The presentations this evening reflect the very spirit of ICCR, since culture finds its most profound expression not only in words but also in movement, rhythm, and shared experience. Ladies and gentlemen, we will begin our program with a special production, Hon'ble, Symphony of Unity, presented by ICCR's foreign students from Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Mexico, Bangladesh, Fiji, Spain, France, and Tanzania, studying in Prachin Kala Kendra, Chandigarh. Prachin Kala Kendra was established in 1956 and has dedicated itself to teaching Indian dance, music, and fine arts through its 4,000 affiliated centers in India and abroad. Today's performance is a poetic confluence of Indian classical and folk traditions, embodying Vishwamitri, the spirit of universal brotherhood, harmony, and peace.
tat dha.
Talangatei, talangatei, dekta dinda dindina tinta dindina, dekta dinda dindina tinta dindina, tati adinakata, dekta dinda dindina, dekta dinda dindina, dinda tata te, dinda tata te, dinda tata te. Taktalanga taka diganatha, taktalanga taka diganatha, taktalanga taka diganatha.
Takka dimi takka jono thana kutaka dikutaka ta dingena tamta tarita thanata thanata junuta junuta dimi tatta jam gurdakata tarita thanata thanata junuta junuta dimi tatta jam gurdakata thana nata junu junuta dimi dimita kita takata thana ta junuta dimita kita tanata junuta dimita kita tak dimita junuta ri tarita jam tarigata jam tarigata jam tarigum takka dimita ka junu didita
Dear guests, please give them a big round of applause for this energetic performance. Ladies and gentlemen, we now take you to the world of folk dances. ICCR students from Sri Lanka, Indonesia, South Sudan will present folk dances will now present Punjab folk dances that are rooted in community. ICCR students will now present Punjabi folk dances along with music.
सजानी राज हो जावे फिर भी और रोला नहीं हो पाईदा पागला सजानी राज हो जावे फिर भी और रोला नहीं हो पाईदा पागला इशा के हुंदा ही रहा दे वारगा ओ जगी तो लुकाईदा पागला सजानी राज हो जावे फिर भी और रोला नहीं हो पाईदा पागला केरोले विच हनिया ये हनिया के कोई मारू
up such an energetic performance. Please give them a huge round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, we now take you to the world of folk dances. ICCR students from Sri Lanka, Indonesia, and South Sudan will present folk dances from their countries. Folk dances that are rooted in community traditions and expressive storytelling that bring joy to everyday lives. Please welcome the presentations by students from Sri Lanka, Indonesia, and South Sudan with a round of applause. Dear guests, your applause is a testimony to the talent of ICCR's foreign scholars. Thank you. We now move towards the concluding segment of our cultural presentation, Adi Shakti, choreographed by one of ICCR's students from Bangladesh. The choreographer is Ms. Trina Dhar. The other participating students are from Burundi, Venezuela, Sierra Leone, and India. The composition blends elements of various Indian classical dances like Chow dance from Eastern India and contemporary Indian dance. Ladies and gentlemen, we now present to you the dance drama Adi Shakti. These scholars are not just Indian, they belong from the countries of Venezuela, Burundi, Sierra Leone, and the choreographer is from Bangladesh, Ms. Trina Dhar. In India, we worship Shakti, the goddess, the Devi, and so this is aptly titled Adi Shakti.
महाविश्व। महाविश्व समस्त स्थान, समय, पदार्थ और ऊर्जा का समुच्चय है। महाविश्व के बारे में वैज्ञानिकों ने विभिन्न सिद्धांतों और अनुसंधानों के माध्यम से जानने की कोशिश की है और जाना है कि अक्षरिक अर्थ में महाविश्व के आकार के बारे में अभी तक निश्चित रूप से पता नहीं चल पाया है, लेकिन ये अत्यंत विशाल है और प्रसारित हो रहा है। बिग बैंग थ्योरी के अनुसार ये अत्यंत घन काले और गर्म बिंदु से विस्फोटित होकर सृष्टि हुआ है महाविश्व, जो पदार्थ और ऊर्जा के समन्वय से गठित है। सृष्टि होने के बाद इस महाविश्व के अधिकांश भाग में डार्क मैटर का अस्तित्व है, जिसका वास्तविक रूप अभी तक अज्ञात है। महाविश्व में असंख्य ग्रह, नक्षत्र, गैलेक्सी और ब्लैक होल की स्थिति देखी जाती है। वैज्ञानिकों ने ग्रह, नक्षत्र, गैलेक्सी के बीच क्या है या ये अक्षरिक अर्थ में क्या है, ये प्रमाणित करने में सफलता प्राप्त की है, लेकिन ब्लैक होल वास्तव में क्या है, ये अभी तक धुंधला है। हालांकि वैज्ञानिक जॉन व्हीलर ने ब्लैक होल का नामकरण किया और उन्होंने और अल्बर्ट आइंस्टीन ने अनुसंधान करके बताया कि ब्लैक होल एक ऐसी शक्ति है जिससे प्रकाश भी नहीं बच सकता। महाविश्व के असंख्य ग्रहों और यहाँ तक कि सूर्य को भी ग्रास करने की क्षमता रखता है ये ब्लैक होल। क्या है ये अद्भुत शक्ति? ये वैज्ञानिकों के अनुसार अभी तक अज्ञात है, लेकिन मार्कंडेय पुराण कुछ और कहता है। मार्कंडेय पुराण स्पष्ट रूप से विश्लेषण करता है कि माया का स्वरूप, जो कृष्ण विवर या ब्लैक होल के साथ संबंध है। ब्लैक होल जैसे समय और स्थान को मोड़ देता है, महामाया भी समय और परिवर्तन के चक्र को नियंत्रित करती है। दोनों ही शक्तिशाली और रहस्यमय हैं। मार्कंडेय पुराण में देवी महात्म्य के अनुसार ब्लैक होल वास्तव में क्या है? पौराणिक कथा के अनुसार ब्रह्मा, विष्णु, महेश्वर तीनों मिलकर एक ईश्वर हैं। ब्रह्मा सृष्टि के देवता हैं, विष्णु पालन के देवता हैं और महेश्वर ध्वंस के देवता हैं। सृष्टि, पालन और ध्वंस के मूल में एक और उपमा है, वो है माया। इस पृथ्वी की सृष्टि से पहले सृष्टि हुआ है सूर्य, जो पूरे महाआकाश के संतुलन को बनाए रखता है। लेकिन इस उत्ताप और प्रखर प्रकाश के पीछे क्या है, आइए देखते हैं। ओम महामाय नमः। ओम महामाय नमः। ओम महामाय नमः।
गंगा
যাবি রূপ দেখেলে অবাক হবি, দেখতে যাবি রূপ দেখেলে অবাক হবি। রনে নেমেছে রে কারবামায়, ওকে দেখতে যাবি। রনে নেমেছে রে ছেড়ে কারবা মায়োকে দেখতে যাবি রনে নেমেছে রে কারবা মায়োকে দেখতে যাবি ওরা দেখতে যাবি রূপ দেখলে অবাক হবি দেখতে যাবি রূপ দেখলে অবাক হবি রনে নেমেছে রে কারবা মায়োকে দেখতে যাবি রনে নেমেছে রে কারবা মায়োকে দেখতে যাবি মায়ের মাথার মুকুট গগনে ঠাকে গলায় নর শিরোহার মাথার মুকুট গগনে ঠাকে গলায় নর শিরোহার মায়ের মাথার মুকুট গগনে ঠাকে গলায় নর শিরোহার মাথার মুকুট গগনে ঠাকে গলায় নর শিরোহার পদভার সইতে নারে ধরা হলো ভার পদভার সইতে নারে ধরা হলো ভার তোরা দেখতে যাবি তোরা দেখতে যাবি রূপ দেখলে অবাক হবি দেখতে যাবি রূপ দেখলে অবাক হবি রনে নেমেছে রে কারবা মায়োকে দেখতে যাবি 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 রনে নেমেছে রে কারবা মায়োকে দেখতে যাবি রনে নেমেছে রে কারবা মায়োকে দেখতে যাবি 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 কারবা মায়োকে দেখতে যাবি
मोक्ष भी मैं, प्रकाश में, अंधकार भी मैं, मार्ग में, लक्ष्य भी मैं, मोह में, त्याग भी मैं, कण भी मैं, ब्रह्मांड भी मैं, अंत भी मैं, आरंभ में, गौरी में। काली मैं, महाकाली मैं।
हुंकार कालिके जग्रही रणभूमो मातृशक्ति प्रलय ज्वाला प्रकट कृष्णवर्णे कराला से खड्ग खट्वांगधारिणी मुंडमाला विराजन्ती रक्त नेत्रे भयंकरी श्मशानस्था महादेवी दंष्ट्रा घोरे प्रचंडके असुराणां संहर्त्री त्वं कालिके नमोस्तुते। काली काली हुं काली रणचंडी रक्तपाई जय जय काली महाकाली। लोल जीवे प्रलय घोरे नेत्रत्रय विभूषिते चंद्र सूर्याग्नि समदृशे कालरात्रि नमोस्तुते। व्याघ्र चर्मांबरे देवी कपाल कर भूषिते भक्त रक्षा महाघोरे कालिके नमोस्तुते। काली
Ladies and gentlemen, Adi Shakti. The applause should not end. A very fitting name for a very fitting performance indeed. Thank you all for your enthusiastic appreciation and encouragement. I now request Dr. Rajesh Ranjan, the Deputy Director General of ICCR, to present a vote of thanks to all those who have contributed to the celebration of the 77th ICCR Day. Sir.
Namaskar. Let me do my vote of thanks. It won't take much of time, so please bear with me. Honorable Chief Guest Sri Taranjit Singh Sandhu, Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Delhi in absentia though, Respected Director General Mrs. K. Nandini Singla, Professor Balaram Singh, Dean of Colleges, University of Delhi, Excellencies Ambassador, High Commissioners, Distinguished Charge d'Affaires, and Member of Diplomatic Community, esteemed ICCR alumni serving in the diplomatic community, dear artists, scholars, and students, members of media, ladies and gentlemen. It's my privilege to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks on this auspicious occasion of 77th Foundation Day of Indian Council for Cultural Relations. At the outset, we express our profound gratitude to our Honorable Chief Guest, Sri Taranjit Singh Sandhu, Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, for graciously accepting our invitation and delivering an inspiring address despite his extremely busy schedule. His presence and insightful words have greatly enriched this celebration. We are deeply grateful to our guest of honor and all distinguished dignitaries on the dais for their benevolent presence. Our sincere appreciation goes to the esteemed members of the diplomatic community, ambassadors, high commissioner, charge d'affaires, members of diplomatic mission, many of whom are proud ICCR alumni. Your gracious presence today bears testimony to the strong and enduring bonds forged through cultural and academic exchange and reinforces ICCR mission to build bridges of friendship across nations. I also extend my gratitude to Mr. Ala Didi, a renowned historian from the Maldives who is visiting India under the ICCR Academic Visitor Program. We extend our warm gratitude to the University of Delhi, particularly Professor Balaram Singh, Dean of Colleges, and the University Administration for hosting us at this historic Sir Shankar Concert Hall and for their unwavering support in promoting cultural and academic collaborations. We also express our sincere appreciation to the media for their kind coverage, which will help take the spirit of this collaboration and celebration to a wider audience. Our heartfelt thanks goes to all Indian missions, post, and Indian Cultural Center abroad who have sent their valuable videos messages. These messages have beautifully connected today's program with the global ICCR family and highlighted the vibrant cultural activities being organized worldwide to mark the 77th Foundation Day. We are profoundly grateful to the talented artists and performers, both our Indian and international students, for their captivating performance. The Samanvay Symphony of Unity, featuring Bharatanatyam, Kathak, Odissi, classical music, and Tabla by Prachin Kala Kendra students. The vibrant group folk dances from Sri Lanka, South Sudan, and Indonesia, and inspiring dance drama Adi Shakti truly embodied the essence of cultural unity and India's message of Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. Your performances have not only fascinated us, but have also beautifully showcased ICCR role in fostering global friendship through culture. It is a momentous occasion as the ICCR completes its glorious 76-year journey. This remarkable milestone would not have been possible without the dedicated efforts and invaluable contribution of ICCR authorities since its inception. I take this opportunity to express my heartfelt gratitude to the first president of ICCR and all successive presidents, including those distinguished dignitaries who later became Prime Minister of India and Presidents of India. I would particularly like to recall the contribution of former Prime Minister, late Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, who also served as President of ICCR from 1977 to 1979. In 1978, in keeping with the recommendation of the Ashok Mehta Committee, the Council took over from the Department of Culture all work pertaining to incoming and outgoing cultural delegation. So that was the contribution of our former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji when he was President of ICCR, and this shift strengthened the Council role in promoting India's cultural diplomacy. Many sincere thanks also goes to the former Directors General, Deputy Directors General, officers and staff of ICCR, as well as countless students, scholars, intellectuals, and artists who have enriched the Council's illustrious legacy. A special word of appreciation to the entire organizing team, staff members of ICCR and the University of Delhi, technical crew members, volunteers, and all those working behind the scenes. Your dedication and meticulous efforts have ensured the smooth and successful conduct of today's program. Today, as we enter into the 77th glorious years of ICCR journey in promoting India's rich cultural heritage and strengthening international understanding, we reaffirm our commitment to advancing cultural diplomacy in the true spirit of Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. With these words, I once again thank each and every one of you for making this occasion truly special and memorable. Thank you. Jai Hind. Vande Mataram.
Thank you, sir. May I now invite our artists on the stage once again to have a group photograph with our dignitaries. I also invite the Director General of ICCR as well as the Deputy Director Generals, along with the Excellencies, Ambassadors and High Commissioners of various countries who have graced their presence today, to kindly come on the stage for a group photograph. Sirs and ma'ams, please grace us for a group photograph. The artists can sit on the stage. A request to the artists to please sit on the stage. Thank you. Gather a bit closer and sit on the stage.
In the back, okay. Thank you.
If a group is left, then we can do the photograph in 2 batches. So be assured your photo will be taken. Thank you, everybody. We can have separate artists' photographs. And ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the conclusion of today's program. We now invite you to join us for refreshments over high tea. Thank you for your gracious presence and for being a part of this celebration of culture and connection. Dhanyavad, namaskar.